please welcome Tracy Peart, our makeup expert, my makeup artist, on the show today to talk a little bit about bronzer and blush. So we do get a little bit confused when it comes to bronzer and blush. Do I wear one? Do I wear the other? Do I wear both? We've got two models today. We've got Kaylee and Alex. They're actually our interns as well. Gorgeous ladies. So let's start with Alex.
Okay, so it's spring. It's that time of year where we want to put bronzer on. It's also that time of year where the two black women teach you about bronzer.
Yeah! Once a year, everybody. Once a year.
The difference is this year we're incorporating blush into the conversation. So yes, I want to talk about how you can incorporate both blush and bronzer and warm up someone's complexion. It's not going to be my complexion, but someone's complexion.
Right.
Okay, so let's start with her. Okay, her name is Alex.
Yes.
Okay, so she has a lighter, more alabaster skin color, okay? Usually with women who have more of a lighter alabaster skin color, they're always trying to add warmth and color to their face. The easiest and quickest way to do that is with blush. Okay, so MAC has a beautiful color named Desert Rose. So what you can do is just go in with a blush brush, and what you want to do is sweep it on like this, and what you want to do is concentrate on the apples of the cheeks. When the sun naturally hits you, it's going to hit you here. You don't want to concentrate on this part of the cheek because that's what you do for sculpting. If you just want to get that natural flushed warm look, you want to concentrate here on the apples of the cheeks. Remember, warmth to the skin doesn't necessarily mean you always have to make her skin look darker. You can go with blush and warm it up, give yourself some life and some warmth. Okay? If that's not good enough and you're like, I still want to step it up, I want to go for that more golden look, that's when we get into bronzers. But pay attention, listen up, ladies, because this is where people make the mistakes.
Serious business.
Okay, if you are lighter skinned, usually people think the lighter you are, the more bronzer you need to use. Wrong. It's actually the exact opposite. I always say the lighter you are, the less bronzer you want to use.
Really?
Yes, because
it's going to look too much of a contrast?
Too much of a contrast from her neck and her chest and her hands and everywhere else on her body. It's going to be too much of a contrast. What someone with her complexion wants to do is go with a like a lighter bronzer, as well as a lighter application. So MAC has a nice little bronzer called Golden. It's great for someone with her application and her complexion. If you could just turn this way. When you're drawing on bronzer, you always want to make sure that you're drawing the number 3.
Okay.
So you start here at the temple, thank you, and you just go along here and you go back along the jaw. Okay, so always draw the number 3 like this. Turn over the other way.
That's an easy way to remember.
Yeah, so I always say to do bronzer with ease, draw double 3s. Okay, so draw number 3 on one side and number 3 on the other. Main mistake women do is they put it all over the face.
For sure.
Bronzer is not meant to change your face from one color to a completely different color. It's meant to just it's meant to just give your skin a little warmth and not change you from one ethnicity to another. You know what I mean? So if you want to get it look like you have a tan, go on vacation, get a tan, but don't do it with your bronzer.
Okay, good point. All right, let's go over here to Kaylee now. So now we know how to apply the bronzer.
Double 3s.
What do we do with her complexion? Do we go blush? Do we go bronzer? Do we go both?
So with her complexion, she's a little bit darker than Alex is. And she also has a little bit more golden in her skin. So because of the reasons, she can afford to put a little bit more blush on. So same thing. We're just going to go in like this and do double 3s. Always remember, the darker you are, the more you can afford to put on. So women who have Latin skin, Indian skin, even some black skin, if you're lighter brown, you can afford to go in. And MAC has another great color called bronze. It's for darker complexions. You can wear more. So just always remember that.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay, and just go in like this. And then if you wanted to add just a little bit more pop to her face, you can go in with a blush. We have another great color here called Melba. It's also from MAC. And you just go right in over it. And you just blend it in like this.
All right, so you can keep doing that until you get the desired look that you are going for. If you've got a darker complexion, you can afford to put on a little bit more or a darker color.
That's right, and these bronzers also have shimmer, so once you go outside, it's going to reflect the light and it's going to give you that J-Lo glow.
Ooh,
so that's what you want. Yeah, and if you don't want that, some people don't want the shine, MAC also has a color called matte bronze, and it doesn't have any shimmer to it. Those are great. So you see there's different ways. You can add it with just blush, you can do it with bronzer, you can do it with blush and bronzer.
Very cool. Okay, how great was that segment? Okay, give it up for Tracy Peart. Really good lessons. But the reason why I asked is because this calm, cool, and collected lady, you need to see her behind the scenes before she comes out here. It's on my blog, okay? I recorded her. I recorded her today. So go to cityline.ca, go to my blog, go check it out. You're awesome. Love you. Love you.